This May will be an easy month for those born under the sign of Aquarius. With their ruling planets only entering a few aspects this month and those being positive, Aquarians have a pretty easy month ahead. So look for positive changes and insights into your romantic life, and be prepared to weather an emotion-filled flower moon. We enter into May of 2022 with Pluto still in the midst of his long retrograde, making people thoughtful. When the ruler of self-power and rebirth is in retrograde, we encourage us to look for what positive changes we can make in our lives. What is no longer serving us and can be left behind. On May 4th, Aquarians see their ruling planet, Uranus, enter into a beneficial aspect with aggressive Mars. This sextile always indicates an increase in charisma and a desire for fun and adventure. However, this month especially, with Uranus ruling from the 8th house, Aquarians will find themselves seeking new experiences in love. The 8th house is in charge of birth, death, transformation, and bonding on the deepest levels. So when quirky Uranus finds himself visiting this house while teamed up with assertive and confident Mars, it is a recipe for new and exciting things. Perhaps you have been finding yourself drawn to someone new, someone who is drastically different than your usual choice in partners. Or maybe you have been wanting to talk to your current partner about making some changes in your relationship. You will never see the changes you want in your life if you stay quiet and wait for them to come to you. So be sure to harness the positive and powerful energy from this conjunction on the 4th and put yourself out there. The very next day, on May 5th, Uranus moves into the 12th house and also into conjunction with the Sun himself. The 12th house is the seat of power for all things unseen and not fully understood. This is where our dreams, emotions, fears, and secrets take refuge. A conjunction with the Sun drives Aquarians to want to express themselves and live their truth, even if it is a little unconventional. The intuitive energy from the 12th house will help make clear to you what aspects of yourself you need to bring forth out of the shadows and into the light. Luckily for you, those born under the sign of Aquarius tend to already be in touch with their higher self and the universe around them. So any revelations on this day are likely to be of little or no surprise to free-spirited Aquarians. On May 10th, Mercury re-enters retrograde for the second time in 2022. Naturally, no one looks forward to these periods of miscommunication and disrupted travel. However, water bearers are usually excellent communicators. Being in touch with your deepest self and willing to pour out your thoughts and opinions to the world is a hallmark of the Aquarius, and it is often incredibly frustrating to you during these times when communication is skewed and others are not receiving your messages clearly. Try not to take these things personally and instead take this time and turn inwards. Make extra time to meditate and focus on the other current retrograde and how Pluto can help you continue to make positive improvements. The full moon comes barreling into May on the 16th, hauling a total lunar eclipse with her, and she settles herself firmly in Scorpio's 7th house. Our 7th houses rule over how we bond with others, whether that is at work or in our love lives. To say that this will be a full moon of high emotions and deep feelings would be an understatement. For intuitive Aquarians who are sensitive to not only their feelings but to those of the people around them, the days leading up to and directly after this lunar event may be incredibly draining. You may find yourself worn out from all the swirling emotions and like you need to take a day off from your everyday life and social interactions. Before the discovery of Uranus, Saturn was deemed to be the ruler of Aquarius, and it is wise for water bearers to keep an eye on his movements as well as those of their current ruler. On the 24th, Saturn finds himself in a sextile with Venus, the planet of love and desire. Saturn brings a steady, responsible hand to the sometimes impetuous Venus. This sextile is an excellent time to focus on your relationship's foundations and find the best way to balance them with the rest of your life. Sometimes Aquarians have a tendency to throw themselves so thoroughly into their romantic lives that other aspects of their life fall by the wayside. When Saturn and Venus team up, it gives you insight on how best to fit everything together without ending up overwhelmed.